Hello and welcome to the Wizard Weekly News, our first edition of the school year. I'm your host, Ryan Schutt, and thank you as always for joining us today.
And I'm Keegan. Today we start with a few announcements as we end our second full week of school, and we start with some good and rather interesting news. Due to an extension of the U.S. Department of Agricultural School District Reimbursement Program, Windsor High School will provide free lunch meals to all enrolled Wellesley Forest School students during the 21-22 school year.
That's right, Keegan. That means all WHS students can have a free breakfast and a free lunch every day of the school year. We talked to Mr. Kofer about this awesome program and why it's important to have this opportunity at WHS.
So the United States Department of Agriculture, as part of the COVID money that was released, has allowed for free breakfast and free lunch for all students in K-12 schools in the United States. So it's a nationwide program, and we're excited to be able to have that here at Windsor High School. So we've already seen an increase in students taking advantage of breakfast and lunch, and so we know, of course, that when students are better fed and have more food in their bellies, their brains can function better and they can focus more on learning. The free and reduced lunch paperwork has not just benefits for getting breakfast and lunch, but we use that for a lot of other reasons. So for example, if students qualify for free and reduced lunch, they would also then qualify for reduced fees for class fees, for welding or shop, those kinds of things, but also potentially reduced athletic fees, reduced other things, because we know that it's not just about food, it's about everything. And so we use that metric of the free and reduced lunch application as the indicator for those other services.
As we finish out our second full week of school, one of the more popular questions is, where do I get my parking pass? And more importantly, do I really need a parking pass? We talked with the campus security monitor, Mr. Beats, about the parking passes, and he says that getting the parking pass is a pretty easy and really simple process.
So you can come to our office, B128. Pass looks like this year. Make sure you have orange. Have your paperwork for your parking pass as well as your driver's license and proof of insurance. It's for safety for you guys. We want to make sure that we only have vehicles that need to be on campus, and those ones that are not, that we're getting them out of here. So if you don't have your parking pass by this Friday, the orange one, you will be ticketed the first time, ticketed the second time, and the third time you will lose your privilege to park on campus.
As with every school year, some changes have occurred over the summer with Ms. McGowan leaving for a position at Servants High School, which means we have a new yearbook advisor in Ms. Johnson. The task of documenting the entire school year is a tremendous challenge, and Ms. Johnson says that she's ready to take it head on.
I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed with quite a bit, but it's also really exciting. It's a great group of kids, and it's just really fun to connect and work on a project instead of some of the more boring English stuff. So I am taking over from Miss McGowan last year, but my background is actually in journalism and marketing, and I actually did yearbook when I was in high school, so I'm really excited to get back into this creative role. This time though as a teacher instead of a student or instead of the employee, and work together to bring a product to life.
Yearbooks can be pre-ordered now by going to the WHS website and clicking on the Friday announcements link, where you will see a link that will take you to the Jostens website so you can pre-order your yearbook today.
The earlier you order, the more money you can save, so now is the best time to get a deal on your yearbook. That's going to be all for today. Thank you for joining us on Wizard Weekly News.
Next week, we will open the sports desk and talk about how our fall sports teams are doing. Remember, the soccer team is coming off a state championship and graduated 17 seniors. The soccer team will be taking on Fossil Ridge on Tuesday, and the football team will have their first regular season game tonight at Vista Ridge. Tune in next week to see the recaps of those games and more. Thanks again for joining us, and we will see you again next week.